my name is Rachel Kleinbeck, and I'm here today to talk to you about the COVID vaccine and why you should get it. There are a lot of reasons that you should get the vaccine, but I also hear a lot of excuses on why not to get the vaccine. There are several excuses out there, and some of the ones I have heard are, I'm not doing it just because the government says so. Well, there's other things the government tells you to do, and you do them. So when you say this, you look and sound like a spoiled child. You pay taxes, you drive the speed limit and follow other laws because the government tells you to. So that is not a valid excuse, in my opinion. Another excuse is, I could die from the vaccine. People are dying from the vaccine. Well, I'm here to tell you that in the U.S., over 600,000 Americans has lost their lives due to COVID-19 and this was from June 9, 2021. It's actually up over 700,000 now. According to COVID101.org, over 339 million people have been 339 million vaccine doses have been given out, and that's to 187.2 million people. And there have only been 3 deaths linked to the vaccination. Another excuse people use, which is one of my favorites, is the government is trying to decrease the population. Now, if the government was trying to reduce the population or decrease it, they want these people, the people that are like, yeah, sure, I'll do what you say. I'll get the vaccine. They do not want people that are like, I'm not listening to you. So if that is your reason, you should probably get the vaccine. Another excuse I hear is, I don't want the government tracking me through a microchip. Well, let's be honest. The government already tracks you. They track you through your cell phone. I can't tell you how many times I've said something and, wow, I get an ad for it on Facebook the next day, or even an hour later. They also can track you through your GPS in your car, OnStar, things like that. Most cars have GPSs now, so the company you buy them from can track you so they can repossess it easier. Your car has a microchip, trust me. They also track you through these fantastic little things. They're called Balance Rewards. Tops, Wegmans, Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS, they all have them. Starbucks has them now. They track everything you're buying, everything you're spending, and where you're shopping. And last but not least, your debit card, your credit cards. They have microchips now. They can track you through that microchip. They can also hack into your bank account. If hackers can hack into your bank account, the government can hack into your bank account. So, there you go. Now, there's a lot of good reasons to also get the vaccine. It helps not spread COVID. It does not mean you will not get COVID. However, it does help the spread of COVID. To where, if I am vaccinated and you are vaccinated, the likelihood that we pass COVID to each other is a lot less. However, if you're unvaccinated and I'm vaccinated, the likelihood that you can pass COVID to me is less for me, but not less for you, because you're not vaccinated. If you do get COVID, your symptoms are milder. My brother and his wife and his kids just all recently had COVID. They had the sniffles. My sister-in-law had a headache for a little bit. My nephew had a low-grade fever. That is it. They all tested positive. They are all completely fine and completely healthy. So, your symptoms are technically milder. I've heard that from a lot of people. I'm no doctor, but from what I hear, your symptoms are milder. And last but not least, if not for any other reason, get the vaccine because it could save one of your loved ones' lives. I have several friends and loved ones that have not been vaccinated that have died from COVID, that it was before the vaccination was possible. A very dear friend of mine lost her husband. He was 34 years old. He was very physically fit. He was a CO at a correctional facility, got COVID at work. His son is 18 months old now. His son was 8 months old when he passed away. He never even made it to his son's birthday. And all because an inmate had COVID and he contacted COVID from a tussle with that inmate. He seemed completely fine. Like I said, 34 years old, very physically fit, seemed completely fine, and he went to the hospital because he was in pain and he couldn't figure out why, and his spleen ruptured and he had blood clots and he went septic and he passed away. So please, if not for yourself, get it for your loved ones. I highly suggest getting the vaccine. Thank you.